Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new then hi, my name is Caitlin and today we are doing update number 5 for our Pan That palette. So that means we've been working on this palette for 5 months and I'm so excited to share my progress with you today. We have hit 2 new pans, I know, and we've expanded the pan in quite a lot of shades as well, so I'm super excited to show you guys. But before we do jump into it, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe because it will mean the world to me. And yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so before I show you my progress, I'm just going to do a little bit of a slideshow of all the updates so far so you can just see the progress through the months. Okay, so I'm going to leave a picture of what the palette looked like last month, just so you can compare it to what I'm about to show you. But I'm very proud to say this is what we're working with this month. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I am so excited. Look at this. She's stunning. So as you can see, the 2 shades we hit pan on are these 2 here. This is Pumpkin and this is Pine Tree. I actually hit pan on Pine Tree doing my makeup today, so I'm very, very excited about that. But you can also see, oh god, what can you see? There's just so much. We've expanded the pan on Pancake. I hope you can see that. We have expanded the pan in Pug quite dramatically. We've expanded the pan on, is this Rosewood? I think that's Rosewood. Yeah, it's not the best update we've ever done, but I think as these progress videos go on, there's not much more to see. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, this is our palette today. We only have 4 more shades until we've hit pan on everything, and I think when I hit pan on everything I may stop this series. I don't know, I love the palette, but I don't know, it's something to think about. It depends where I am when we hit pan on everything. So I'm going to go through all the shades just like we normally do, how many times I use them, what I think about them, how I'm feeling currently about them, and yeah, any plans for them, things like that, all that good stuff. So let's begin. Okay, so let's start with Penguin. So I think you can kind of see the pan there, which I haven't used it this month, and that's because I have been really focusing on Pancakes. I use the white as a setting shade, I use Pancakes as a setting shade, and I also use, I think this is Iced Coffee, I use that as a setting shade as well. So my plan is to try and finish Pancakes as much as I can. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see, but the little dent on the side of the pan is actually visible. You can see it in Sparks Fly here. There's a little dent in the pan here. You can kind of see that coming here as well. So I'm very, very proud of that. My plan is to mix Penguin with Cup of Tea once this is finished to make a shade very similar to that. I don't know, it's just easier for me to work on one thing and then work on one other thing, you know? So yeah, I have not used that this month, but the pan is very, very thin. Like the product in the pan is very thin. Okay, moving on to Pancakes. I used this 20 times this month for a total of 40 times. So I used it like half its total uses this month, and I'm really, really proud of that. You can see hopefully from the before and after that it's got a lot bigger. The pan's got so much bigger. I'm really happy. As I said, you can see the little dent in the pan, and I'm very, very happy about that. So yeah, I just use that as a setting shade every single day, every time I do my makeup. Yeah, super excited about that. Fairy Lights, which is this shimmery white champagne kind of shade. I used this a total of 10 times this month for a total of 42 times in the project. I have hit side pan up on the top. I did say I really wanted to hit side pan last month and we did that, so I'm really happy about that. And I think you can see that the pan has expanded quite a lot. The thing is with this shade, it makes like a film almost on the pan. It's just like a layer that forms on the pan and it just covers up the pan a little bit. But I mean, I don't mind. As long as there's pan, and there is big, huge pan, I don't really mind about that. Pink champagne, I used a total of 3 times this month, which isn't that much, but I haven't really been doing pink looks at all lately, so I don't really think you'll see a difference with the pan. I've used it a total of 34 times in the project, so I'm very happy about that. Iced coffee, like I said, I didn't use, but I have used it a total of 37 times in this project, which I'm very happy about. I don't think this or Penguin will have any use next month either, because I will be focusing on Pancakes, but yeah, that's just kind of sitting on the back burner for now. Cup of tea, I used 3 times this month for a total of 28 times in the project. This has got a huge pan in it. Like, I think this is one of the biggest pans and it's not got that much use. I do use this guy and Pug a lot when I use it because I really like blending out the whole look, making it very dramatic. So that's probably why they've got big pans in them. But yeah, I only use this 3 times because I've kind of been focusing on hitting pan in Pine Tree and it didn't really go with like warm creases, so I have been using more cool tones this month. But I mean, I'm so proud that I've hit pan in Pine Tree, oh my goodness. So yeah, I haven't used that as much this month. Next row. So Grow Old up here, I've used this twice this month. Haven't really been focusing on these shimmer shades at all up the top. I've used it a total of 12 times in the project. Yeah, I don't know, it's very warm tone. I'm sure I'll kind of play around with it a little bit when, you know, when I have chance. Sparks Fly, I've used this only once for a total of 18 times. Again, I really wasn't bothered with these gold tones. I was just going ham on Pine Tree and this guy as well. I've been really focusing on these two. So yeah, the rest of the palette didn't really get much love because I was focusing so much on these. However, I have used Smokey Bronze once this month for a total of 1 time in the project. Whoop whoop! I thought to myself, I cannot go 5 months and not touch this shade. So I used it once, I liked how it looked, it was fine, but I knew I could not come on camera again and say I still haven't used it. So I have used this once. Are you proud? Thank you. So Mixed Berries, this is the one that may hit pan next. I'm not sure. As of right now, this is the one with the biggest dip in it. But I don't know, it's just purples. I really don't use purples that much. But I used this once this month, only once, for a total of 11 uses. If I look at Pine Tree, that took me 14 uses to hit pan on. So this is at 11, but the dip isn't that big on this. I don't really know. There is a bit of an inconsistency with the shimmer formula, so it just kind of, it's whenever it happens. Pan happens whenever it happens, and I'm just going by that rule. Tiramisu, obviously I did not use because I finished it last month. Peaches down here. I used this 5 times this month, mostly as a blush or like a blush topper. That's how I've kind of liked using it. The pan is quite thin, like the product in the pan is quite thin, so hopefully we can expand the pan this month a little bit. I've used this shade a total of 32 times in this project. I'm very happy with that. For pink, that's a lot for me because I don't really like pink. The only reason I put pink in my inner corner today is because it's a Pando's eyeshadow shade and I really need to get some use out of it. But yeah, for pink, I'm very happy with myself. Okay, now we're getting to the stars of the show. Pumpkin, look at this pan. I'm so happy. I used this 6 times this month for a total of 19 times. I hit pan before the 19 uses. I think I hit pan on maybe the 17th use, maybe. I could be wrong, but it was about then. I used it a few times after I hit pan, just to kind of expand it a little bit. I'm so proud of myself. I loved using this in the crease, and then the yellow shade from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette is in my Pan Those eyeshadows, and I just buffed it out with the yellow, and it made just like a really nice peach summer crease. It's so lovely. I love that so much. But yeah, I hit pan on it 19 times. I hit pan on it. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud. And Pine Tree, I hit pan doing this look today. I think I said that in the intro. It is underneath my glitter and just kind of at the end of the shimmery part of my eye. I'm beyond proud of this. Look at that. I was determined I was not going to film this update until I had hit pan in Pine Tree, and it's getting closer and closer to the date that I need to upload this, and I was like, oh no, like I'm not gonna finish it. I'm not gonna finish it. It's gonna be the day that I need to upload it. I'm gonna be rushing. But no, I hit pan today. I'm so happy. Okay, so Pine Tree here, I used a total of 4 times this month. Wasn't much, I know, 4 times isn't that much, but I mean, it's a green, you know, green. I used a green 4 times. I love green, you can probably tell. But yeah, 4 times this month, and that was for a total of 14 times. So yeah, 14 times to hit pan. I'm so beyond happy. Look at that pan. Ah, I'm so excited. Okay, Pug. Now, something weird happened with Pug. I kind of hit like a main pan, and then I hit like a tiny pan up here, and when I was using it, it all kind of crumbled, and that's kind of why the pan is so big right now. I used Pug 3 times this month for a total of 14 times. Yeah, 14 times shouldn't have this bigger pan on it, but as I said, I do use a lot of it. I don't find it that pigmented, so I have to use a lot of product when I use Pug, and that's why it is so beaten and so used. Danger, I have not used this month. That means we used it 12 times in all. Yeah, I don't know. A few months ago when I first hit pan on this, I was so focused on this shade, and I think I wore myself out with it, to be honest, because I was so adamant that I would hit pan on Danger, and I just kept using it and kept getting so frustrated with it, and I think I just wore myself out with it. So I'm having a bit of a break from that one. Okay, Festive Flame. I haven't used this month, and I've used it a total of 2 in the project in total. Yeah, I do need to work on these 2. Now that these 2 are like panned, these 2 are going to be kind of focused on a little bit more. I hope so anyway. I don't know, every time, I've been saying that for so long though, I've been saying that for so many months, and then I've just been focusing on a different shade. But there's only 4 shades that I can really focus on, so it's got to be one of the 4. I don't know. I'm actually quite worried about next update, because like these 2 and Smokey Bronze aren't close to pan at all. Mixed Berries is kind of close to pan, but it's a hard shade to use, so I'm a little bit worried about next update, but that's okay. Yep, that's fine. Copper Coin, I used 3 times this month for a total of 6 times in the project. So I've doubled the uses this month. It's a fine shade. It's fine. It's fine. It's just fine, you know. Not really much I can say about that. Mug Cake I only used 4 times for a total of 29 times, but that's because I had Cypress Umber in my Pan Those eyeshadows, and it's a very, very similar shade to this, so I only really reached for it 4 times because I was focusing on the other Pan Those eyeshadows product, but yeah, there won't be much of a difference with this. However, Rosewood, I used rosewood. I keep using it in my brows, and that's what I use to fill in my brows every day. So I used this a total of 12 times this month, and overall I used it 44 times. 44 times. That's pretty good. The pan hasn't expanded that much, I don't think, just because I use such a fine brush for it. I use a very, very fine, detailed brush to do my brows, so it won't have expanded that much, I don't think. And finally, Nightmare, we used 5 times for a grand total of 51 times in the project. So yeah, there won't be that much disruption with this shade either, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Look how battered she is. She is banged up. She's ready for a holiday. Wow. I'm so proud of this. I am really, really proud of this palette. It's been through the wars and it looks so loved. It looks so used and abused, and I love it. I love it. I have been saying that I miss using other palettes, and I really do miss using other palettes. I think now that I've hit so many pans, I am going to be using other palettes in conjunction with this, just because there is so much in my collection that is not used and that is not loved because I've been focusing on this, that it's only fair to give them other palettes some love over the next few months. Hopefully I can hit another pan. I'm really not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, you know. I think next update is going to be the first update with no new pans, but I mean, I don't know. Okay, so let's set some goals for ourselves. I want to hit side pan in Pancake. I think you can see I want to hit side pan down here. I think we're pretty close, to be honest. I don't think it'll be that much of an issue. I think we'll be fine with that. I want to expand the pan in Peaches, maybe as a blush. I think that would be quite easy because, as I said, the product is very thin in the pan, so I don't think that will be much of an issue. I want to start using Smokey Bronze a little bit more. That would be great if we can get a little bit of a dip in that. I want to use mixed berries a few more times, maybe 3 minimum, let's say. These goals, by the way, I'm not like holding myself to them. These are just things that I would quite like to be able to do. If I don't do them, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not putting any pressure on myself. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna stick with. That's enough goals for me right now. So yeah, that was my update for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I love filming these videos. I love seeing my progress. It's so fun, and it makes me really want to carry on and do it more. So if you're doing any panning projects, let me know in the comments, because I love binging them. I say this in pretty much any video. I love binging panning content, and I'd love to support you guys as well. So if you do panning content, let me know in the comments. Again, be sure to like and subscribe because it means the world to me. It really, really does. I was on the phone to my boyfriend last night and I checked my subscriber count while I was on the phone, and I'd gained 2 subscribers. And I was like, oh my god, I gained 2 subscribers! Like, I still get really, really excited, and it makes me so happy, and it really does mean the world to me. But I'm gonna stop going on about it. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!